So good morning, all of you. Today we will be discussing two numericals. Okay. So in the last class, I gave you two questions, if you guys remember. So those numericals are to be discussed. So let us start. I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, you all can see my screen. So did you do this numerical in the last class, or you want to do it again today? Mannar could not see my screen. Others, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try doing the numerical then. Some people did in the last class, I think so, but most of you did not do. If you try doing the numerical, and if you can't, we'll be proceeding with the. So the question reads as follows: a vehicle has mass of 2 tons and has a frictional resistance of 50 Newton per ton. At one instant, the speed of the vehicle at the top of the incline was observed to be 36 km per hour, as shown in figure. So you have to find the speed of the vehicle running down the incline for 100 seconds. Okay. So now I'll give you I'll give you the gist of this numerical, how to solve it. Okay. So you all try to solve it, and then after 10 minutes we'll discuss it. I'll give you 10 minutes time to solve. Is it okay for everyone? I want some responses. Is it okay for everyone?
Yes,
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, bolo. Is it okay, Mew? Oliver? Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
look,
sir.
if you see, you can see the figure. One car is there. Now look, let us discuss the numerical. So in the numerical, it is given what? The mass is 2 ton or 2 ton. So 1 ton equal to what? 1000 kgs. Huh? If 1 ton equal to 1000 kg, remote Asi can't hear my voice. My voice is not audible, students.
Sir, it's audible for us, for me.
Clear now? It's clear now. Remo, it is clear. I think so. You can disconnect and
Yes,
connect once
sir.
more.
It's clear.
Remo, you just disconnect and connect once more. I guess you are having some network issues. Okay, let us discuss. So now, what happens? So if you can see in the question, the vehicle has a mass of 2 tons. So 1 ton is equal to, always remember, 1 ton is 1000 kilograms. Okay. So if 1 ton is 1000 kilograms, definitely 2 tons is equal to what? 2000 kilograms, right? Now if 2 tons is 2000 kilograms, then what happens? We have to find the mass in standard units. So that standard will be unit will be what? That standard unit will be in kilograms. So if you are to find the mass in kilograms, that is in standard units, then you will have to do what? Then you will have to multiply it with 1000, because we are given 2000. Nah? So if we are given 2000, then then if we are given 2000, I mean 2 tons, then it is 2000 kgs. Now the mass is 2000 kgs, right? Now if the mass is 2000 kgs, then what happens? After that, the frictional force, or F, it is given as how much? The frictional force F, it is given to be the frictional force F, it is given to be 50 Newton per ton, or 50 N per ton. If you can see from here, yes. So now what you'll have to do is, now since 50 Newton per ton is given, the frictional force, that means what? 1 ton equal to 2000 kg. So per ton it is given. So for 2 tons, that means the weight of the car is 2 ton, 2000 kg. Now, so for 2 tons it will be how much? 50 into 2, right? So Newton per ton, 1 ton is 50. So for 2 tons it will be 100 Newton. That means what? The frictional resistance is 100 Newton. Now it is given that the speed of the vehicle at the top, हाँ, ऊपर में कितना है speed of the vehicle? 36 kilometer per hour. ना, initially ऊपर here it is what? 36. Huh? If it is 36 here, then you have to find out when the car is coming down at an incline for 100 seconds, how much is the speed? Now let us discuss one thing first of all. So we got the initial velocity u equal to 36 kilometers per hour. Now there is one formula. If the velocity is given in kilometer per hour, there is one shortcut. You have to multiply it by 5 by 18. Do you all know this shortcut? Into, suppose here it is 36. So for kilometer per hour, to take into meter per second, you have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So it is 18 to the 36 and it is 10. That means what? Equal to 10 meter per. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you have to find out in this way. Huh? So after that, the inclination slope. If you see the figure, the slope of inclination is given as 1 in 80. That means sine alpha is 1 by 80, equal to 0.0125, and time t is 100 seconds. Now we all know, in the last class we discussed also, that the force due to inclination, the force due to inclination is given by what? Mg sine alpha. Can you see this part bottom? So I will have to multiply by 5 by 18. Yeah, Imsong, can you just pick up and ask me what you are asking me? I'm just a little bit. Can you just pick up and say what you are asking, Imsong? Your doubt. Hello, Imsong, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you please speak? What is your
Sir,
doubt?
if we have to
Yeah,
convert,
yeah, yeah. Your voice is a bit low. Just
sir,
put.
if,
Na bolo.
sir, if we have to convert kilometer per hour,
Ah.
other questions also we have
Yeah, this is the
multiply by
universal
5.
formula. Suppose if the speed is given in kilometer per hour, this is a shortcut. I mean to say. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Huh?
sir.
This is a shortcut. If you are given in kilometers
Yes,
per
sir.
hour and then you have to convert to meter per second, then multiply by 5 by 18. Simple. No need to think of anything else. This is the shortcut.
Yes, sir.
Huh? So I am teaching you the shortcut only. Why to do this long cut and all? Huh? This is much better, na? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, चलो ठीक है. उसके बाद we'll do the force due to inclination. Look, this is having an inclination and it is having a slope of 1 in 80. Now we all know in the last class we discussed if it is here then it is mg what? Mg sine alpha. Mg sine alpha. Now here since sine alpha is given, not alpha, 1 in 80 is given means what? Sine alpha is given. So we have what? The whole sine alpha value as 1 by 80, right? If and which is equal to what? 0.0125, right? So if we have the sine alpha value as 0.0125 and z we know and m we know, so we can find out what? The force that is coming due to inclination. So we can first find out the force due to inclination. That means ये incline होता है ना, this surface is inclined, right? So if this surface is inclined, so how much force is actually acting? We have to find out using this formula. Now we'll go to the next part, the simple numerical. So now we got the force due to inclination and we know the frictional force or frictional resistance. So frictional resistance, it was given in the question only, 50 Newton per ton. Huh? So 50 Newton, 50, 50 Newton per ton given. So if it is given in the frictional, then we can find out what? F. That means the net available force which is available to the vehicle for which movement. Now, if you have doubt on this part, so I'll tell you, wait. Why it is like this? Force of inclination minus frictional resistance. Just pay attention. Look at the figure. Now the car is coming like this, right? The car is moving downwards. Now the car is moving downwards. Then there will be one opposing force in the form of what? What is the opposing force called as? Can you say me? Can you say me? What is the opposing force? Yeah, I want answers from someone. Can someone speak up and say what is the opposing force that is acting in the movement of the car?
Fractions, fractional.
Tafang, what you said? Say slowly.
Sir, fractional force.
Yeah, frictional
Fraction,
force,
fraction.
friction, not fraction, friction. Okay. Okay, friction we'll say it friction. So it is the frictional force. Good, very good. So the opposing force that is acting in the car is frictional force. Now there is one force for which the car is coming down, or the net force. So if there is one net force, That means that net force is actually what? The force that is actually acting. I'm doing it in a red color. Okay, the force that is actually responsible for the movement of the car. Now one force is there, this one green color. First of all, this top, blue or green, whatever maybe. So this force is what? If you pay attention to this, okay, this force is what? This force is actually the force that is acting for the movement of the car, right? This force is acting for the movement of the car, or maybe due to the inclination, if you don't consider frictional force. Now there is also another force that is acting, which is known as frictional force. Now if you subtract these two, that means एक फोर्स यहाँ पे इंक्लाइन के लिए हो रहा है ये वाला, और एक फोर्स यहाँ पे ये फ्रिक्शन के लिए हो रहा है, तो इन दोनों को अगर सब्सट्रैक्ट करेगा तभी तुमको ये फोर्स मिलेगा ना, then only you will get this force ना. So this force is, that is why written like this, net force available for the movement of the vehicle. Now is it clear, or if you have any doubt? If you have doubt, tell me, I'll explain it again. Students, just tell me if you have any doubt, I'll explain it again. Someone? Anyone please respond, you have any doubt, or is it clear? Sorry, it's clear. Okay, fine.
No doubt, sir.
हाँ, ठीक है, तो वही बोलना चाहिए, समझा? Okay, ठीक है, very good. So now after that what you will do? Look, so you are done using finding this, na? You found out the net force. Now once you are done finding out the net force, you know F equal to ma. Now you know the mass of the car. So if you know the mass of the car, then you can find out the acceleration. You know the net force, this one. So it is like this. Now after that, we will be able to what? Find the acceleration. And finally what happens? The question is given what? After 100 seconds, what will be the speed? Now here there is a trick. So here what is the trick? So you know the acceleration. So now you have to use only this relation, v equal to u plus at. Okay. So now if you do the v equal to u plus at relationship, then you will get what? U is given initial velocity.
Final velocity.
We will get the final velocity, and that velocity is what? After 100 seconds. That's it. Simple. Can you do the numerical?
Yes, sir.
करो तो. I'll hide this part. You'll have to do it of your own, right? Okay, listen. Now just now I said that 5 by 18 for kilometer per hour to meter per second. So can you say me what will be the expression for meter per second to kilometer per hour? I said 5 by 18 for kilometer per hour to meter per second. Can you say me what is the expression for this? What is the shortcut formula? Can anyone say? It will be by 18 by 5. If it is in meter per second, you have to take it to kilometer per hour, then multiply by 18 by 5. Simple. Chalo, solve karo. I'll give you 5 minutes to solve it. I'm hiding this part. You have got 2 more minutes. Anyone has done the first part? Net force. Did you find out? If you find out, write the answer in the chat box. Huh? Not done. Someone give the attendance. I'm not asking you to give an attendance, accrue. I'm asking you to solve the numerical. Net force 145. Good. And what about the others? I got only one answer. Okay, turbosity, the answer is 63. Okay, fine. Okay, good. People got the answers. Good. So you have to do it in this manner. Okay, the answer is 62.1 kilometer per hour. Okay, very good. Yeah. Now we have another numerical now. What happened, Tali? No, attendance abhi mat do. Attendance at the end of the class, not now. Okay? Attendance at the end of the class. So we'll be doing the next numerical now. The question is given as such: a body of mass 200 kg is initially stationary on 15-degree inclined plane. What distance along the incline must the body slide before it reaches the speed of 10 meter per second? Take coefficient of friction between the body and the plane as 0.1. Now look here. Always while doing this kind of numerical, you have to remember one important thing. The thing is that you have to what? You have to be able to write the given. So what is given here? So what is given here? The mass of the body is 200 kg. The inclination of the plane is 15 degree. And what distance along the incline must the body slide before it reaches a speed of 10 meter per second? Now look at this. If you see here, the mass is given 200 kg. Initial velocity u equal to 0 because it is stationary. Now initial velocity, if you see from the figure, the initial velocity will be 0, right? The initial velocity is 0. Why? Because the body is at rest initially. The body is at rest initially, so initial velocity is 0. Now inclination of the plane alpha is given as 15 degree, 15. The final velocity is given as 10 meter per second and coefficient of friction is 0.1. Now first thing you have to find out is the force responsible for sliding the body. Now look, the force that is responsible for sliding the body is given by mg sine alpha, and the normal reaction R is given by mg cos alpha. Okay. Now if you see from here, the force responsible for sliding down the body, that means this component. Why this component is sine alpha? Because this one, it is coming like this, no, sine theta component, so it will be sine alpha. So mg sine alpha, m is given 200 kg, remember. Now g is 9.8, no? So sine alpha, simple. You completed this step. After that, normal reaction. Normal reaction means what? Every body when it is stationary, it is giving a reaction. We discussed in the previous classes.
Sir,
हाँ बोलो
sir, how to calculate this sin 15 degree?
हाँ साइन 15
हाँ सर, sin 15 डिग्री का वैल्यू सर कैसे कैलकुलेट करेगा?
कैलकुलेटर सिंपल कैलकुलेटर में मार दो एग्जाम में तो कैलकुलेटर यूज कर सकता है ना तुम लोग समझा
हाँ ठीक है सर।
समझा क्योंकि एग्जाम में तो अभी तो ये नहीं है ना
हाँ सर,
कैलकुलेटर यूज नहीं करने देगा अभी तो इंजीनियरिंग में कैलकुलेटर यूज कर सकता है ना तो साइन 50 कैलकुलेटर में मार दो है कि नहीं
हाँ ठीक है सर। हाँ सर,
साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर है ना तुम्हारे पास
हाँ सर है।
हाँ दिस इज फॉर एवरीवन so everyone should get the scientific calculators better order it now only okay so better order it now only you have to get the scientific calculators सुनाई दे रहा है रिमोट आसी okay are you hearing me students are you hearing me
सर जस्ट नाउ थोड़ा वो म्यूट हो गया था आपका आवाज।
अच्छा अच्छा अभी सुन रहे हैं ना
हाँ सर।
हाँ तो तुम लोग को साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर ले लेना समझा so in this way you will find
हाँ हाँ ठीक।
the sin theta and then r is the what normal reaction na this normal reaction everybody gives a normal reaction so then you find out the cos now yeah someone raise their hand can you say what problem you are facing someone raise their hand can you say me what problem you are facing any doubt hello any doubt chalo so after that normal reaction you have to find out what f equal to mu r mu r means what mu means the mu and r means what the normal reaction so mu will give f equal coefficient of friction is mu is coefficient of friction is given as 0.1 and r you find out from here so you got the force of friction right you got the force of friction and you got the force required for sliding now similar as before so what is the net force that will be acting that means what force responsible for sliding that means mg sin alpha component minus mu r or mu mg cos alpha component so if you subtract this you will get the net force that is available for the motion of the body, which one is 317. Now after this one, you will be able to know the available force. So from available force you get the acceleration A, and then what is given in the question? What distance? So you have to use which one? You have to use which identity? Can anyone say, or shall I say? Can anyone say which identity is be used here?
Third identity.
हाँ बोलो तो उसका क्या है फॉर्मूला बोलो. वेरी गुड.
V square equals to uh, U square minus 2AS.
Very good, very good, good. So it will be V square equal to U square minus 2AS. So from the net force you find out the acceleration. Huh? You have to find out what? You have to find out this. No? You have to find out this S. Now you know A. Now if you see here, U. U is what? Initial velocity. That means ये क्या होगा? Zero होगा. और VA. तो V मिल जाएगा तुम लोग को. You know the V. V is how much? 10. That means 10 square equal to minus 2AS. Okay. U square. Now if you see here, I'll give you one reference. Now here it is coming as minus, but the speed cannot be always negative, na? Oh, sorry, distance cannot be always negative. Sorry, this S is distance. Distance can't be always negative. So ignore the minus sign. Just write 10 square equal to 2AS. So from that you can find out S equal to, because you know this one, because you know A, na? You know A. So S you can find out. Right? Is it okay for every one of you? Ha. Someone said that it is minus. It is actually plus. Or minus, it is dependent upon the acceleration or deceleration. That means in some cases it is plus and in some cases it is minus. Okay. Now if you consider it as plus, then it is simple. But then if you have to consider a direction, then you have to consider it in a different way. So you have to use this one only. U square, you can use minus twice as also, or you can use plus also. Okay. So you have to use it. Just try to do it. Okay, take it as plus only. Take it as plus and then do it, because it is wait v square. The actual formula is what? V square minus v square equal to twice. Yeah. Okay. This is the formula actually. So it will be v square equal to u square plus twice as. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So can you do this numerical, students? Can you do this numerical?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try to do it. If you don't have face problem, tell me. I will discuss in the next class. Huh?